Okay, so you just saw two simple scripts. The first one for when you're doing a job in the area. The second one was for when you don't have a job in the area. Now, I just wanted to break down what I did out there so you understand the concept behind it and the process that you need to go through. So some real keys to making this work are firstly, stick to the script. A lot of people want to change the script, but there's actually science that goes into that. And if you don't understand the science and some people want to say, oh, I don't like the way he says this or that, and they just change little things and then it doesn't work. Then they don't understand why it doesn't work and blame the whole concept and say, oh, canvassing isn't for me. Just stick to the script because there's actually some science that goes into that. But to give you an explanation into some of the science that's in that, notice how at no time do I ask the lady if she's interested. I actually just assume she is. So it's called assuming the sale. In this case, it's assuming the appointment. You've got to talk to people like they've already said yes. Now, done with subtlety and with a smile on your face, that's actually quite... like when I say that to people, it sounds aggressive. Like I often say, tell them, don't ask them. But it's not about aggression. If you say it with a smile on your face and with a nice, calm, soothing voice, I suppose, then it's not aggressive at all. But you have to do it that way. The reason you have to do it that way is, you ever heard the saying, when in doubt, don't? That's an ethos that most people operate with. And the problem with that is there's always some doubt. So, the thought process they might go through when you offer them a free roof inspection is, oh, that's a good idea. I should probably do that. And then the doubt kicks in. But then again, my dad always said, always say no to door knockers, or a number of other reasons or things that are going to pop into their head to give them doubt, and then they'll say no. That might be someone that was actually interested. So make sure you're delivering it in a way that is assumptive and talking to them like they've already said yes. The foundation of this script and what makes it so powerful are those two questions at the end. Are you the homeowner? And would I catch you at home tomorrow at about 4 o'clock? They're called reflex questions, and questions that people often answer without thinking about them. But if they say yes to those two things, essentially they've said yes to the whole offer, and that's what you're going for. Another thing is just a couple of little tips. Look non-threatening. So if you notice, when I knocked on the door, I actually stood back and I stood slightly side on and I smiled. Those three things are basically how you come across as non-threatening. Stand back, stand to the side or slightly on an angle, and smile. Just look non-threatening. The other thing is, that little question at the start might seem insignificant, where I actually asked, how are you? But that's a key, because you want to engage people straight away. One of the biggest mistakes that door knockers make, and I see this all the time when people knock on my door, is that they launch straight into their script without engaging you first. If you engage the person, you gain instant rapport, and that's key. So simple question, hi, how are you? And then a relevant answer, like she actually said good, so I didn't really need to go into it. But if the lady had said lousy or stressed out or something like that, I would have need to have given her a more of an empathetic response. I don't have to go into why she's having a crap day, but I can certainly, if she says, oh, stressed out, I could, I might answer something like, oh, really? Oh, that's a shame. And then I'll go into my script. So there you go. Very simple, easy way to get some leads. Get out of your comfort zone, guys. Go bang some doors. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how you approach these leads once you've got them. It's pretty straightforward, but we'll cover that in the next video.